Hello all, peace. I know it's been like 7 or 8 weeks, I think 8 weeks since I've made a video. There's a lot of reason for that. One, we moved to a new house, and as you can see, it's a nice, new, beautiful house. It's a little bigger than what we were in. We had really small bedrooms that would just fit the beds and wouldn't fit anything else. I mean, there was no room for anything else other than the bed and to open the door. That was room to open the door. But so now we've got rooms with closets in them and a nice new kitchen, and outside doesn't have as big of an area. But anyway, yeah, so we're in a new house, so we went through the whole moving process and got it all done. Actually, Lauren did all the work herself. And she's standing there with the baby. There's a storm going on, and the baby doesn't want to sleep. He wakes up every time the thunder rolls, whatever. But anyway, so we're in the new house and we're settled in, and it's really nice, nice and private and quiet, peaceful area. Still close to the English Center, so that's a plus. We're close to everything. We're not too far from where our old house was, but that house was just so old and so small and it was on a dirt road. This one's on an asphalt road. That was on a dirt road, and all the dust would come into our house. So it was like impossible to keep the house clean, and there were spider webs everywhere. You'd clean up spider webs off the shelving every day, and you come back in the evening and there's new spider webs, so this house is nice and easy to keep clean. And yeah, we've been here for about a week and a half, I guess. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to wait until there were some updates, which that is one update. The other is travel to Vietnam. I had said before in the last video, I believe, that they were going to open up for tourism, and on the 15th of March this month, and they did do that. They opened up for tourism. The only thing they're offering right now, they said it was completely open, but then they said the embassies aren't handing out visas. They're not doing visas. They're not processing anything. But you can get an e-visa. There's a special certain website that you need to go on, a government website, and you can get an e-visa for 30 days, no longer than 30 days. Then you have to leave the country, and I think you can leave the country. People have been saying they've been going across the Mach Bai border, which is about 20 minutes from where we live. The Mach Bai border crossing into Cambodia. You go across, you stamp out of Vietnam, you take a COVID test there at the gate, and then you go into Cambodia and turn around, come right back out of Cambodia and come into Vietnam, and then you can get another 30-day. I believe you can get a 30-day extension. That's what people are saying. That's why I just read what most people are saying, and that have actually done it. So I don't like to watch the news or listen to things like that, because in news articles, they all say something different, and none of them really know. But until you've actually done it, tried it, and proven that it works, that's what I take, as my whatever. But anyway, so yeah, you can do that, and there's 80 countries, I believe, mostly Asian countries and some European countries that are on a visa exemption. They get a 14-day visa exemption, so they don't even have to have a visa. They can just come here. The only requirements are that you've got to go to there's a certain website, and I don't know how to say it. It's like Toyokiti or something like that. It's a really long name. It looks like a Korean name. I mean, it's really weird. But anyway, you've got to fill out a health declaration on that website, and then it'll generate a QR code, and you've got to take a screenshot of that or print it and bring it to the airport with you, and they will check it upon check-in. I know they're doing it in America, and they're doing it in Canada. They're doing it in a lot of countries. most everybody has to have a COVID test up front within 72 hours for a PCR test. That's the solid test. So within 72 hours of departure for Vietnam, not 72 hours before you get to Vietnam, but 72 hours before departure. And then there's the quick antigen test, the rapid test. That one you can get, you have to have it within 24 hours of the departure. So you've got to have that. You've got to have a COVID test proving that you test negative. You've got to have, I believe it's 10,000. Somebody said they changed it to 20,000 in health insurance, which is only like $40 or $80 a month, for somewhere in between there, $40 and $80 a month for health insurance. And it's good to have health insurance anyway, but so you feel safe when you're, especially if you're just on vacation. So you get tourist insurance. You have to have that, and and a lot of people are saying they aren't even checking that. So, and I have a TRC, I have a temporary residence card for 2 years, so I don't think I need really any of this except for the COVID test. So anyway, what else do you have to have? You have to have that, the health declaration, and your visa. And they check all that at check-in before you board the plane. They won't let you board the plane if you don't have a negative COVID test. And different airlines are doing different things, so you need to check with your airlines if you're planning on flying over here. Yeah, check with the airlines. Make sure you've got all of your documents. Like I said, they're not asking a lot of the people for the health insurance coverage. I don't have to have it because I have a job here and I work here, and I'm guaranteed my health through the company that I work for. So anyway, yeah, have your documents and print it off is best. I don't know how I would print. I don't have access to a printer in the U.S. I guess I could go to like Kinko's or something like that, or a UPS store, and print those. Maybe Walmart even does it, but print the QR codes and have those. They're not asking for vaccines. That's one thing that really surprised me. They cut out the vaccine. You don't have to have a vaccine proof of vaccination. You can upload it in when you do the health declaration on that website, weird website I told you about. When you fill out the health declaration, there's a place you can upload your vaccination certificates, and you might as well go ahead and do it if you're vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, you get here, and then you have to have an app called PC COVID. And on that app, it allows you to travel from place to place in Vietnam, or like if you needed to get into a taxi. Most people aren't asking for it. They're actually saying this is going to go away, but some hotels and places have you show that you have a QR code that you can move around, and you fill it out every time you move to a different place. And domestic flights, I guess maybe you would have to have one for domestic flights. I'm fully vaxxed. I don't like it, and I don't agree with it, but I'm fully vaxxed. I have to be for my job, and I have to be for travel, but yeah, that's getting out of the way. So anyway, I can come back to America at any time, but I'm waiting until it's going to be next year before I get back there, and I've got to have enough money in the bank to cover my flight and cover my expenses while I'm there, and I've got to put money in the bank in America. I can't transfer money out of Vietnam. I've got to personally take it, and you're only allowed to take $5,000 on the airplane. That's the rules in and out of Vietnam, $5,000. So I'm waiting until I have $5,000, and then I'll take that money and live off of it while I'm in America for probably 6 weeks next time I come, which will probably be this time next year. So anyway, yeah, and Lon won't be able to go with me because we don't have all the paperwork. Some of the paperwork, I've got to be in America to get the paperwork to get her U.S. citizenship and get her a passport. and the boys. The hardest one, Roman, will be easy because he's my biological son, and I've got to get a DNA test and all kinds of stuff to prove that, but there's paperwork going on with that too. And so anyway, the hard part is going to be Boss, my 9-year-old stepson, because he's not biologically mine, and his last name is his father's last name, who he's seen once or twice since he was born. It's going to be difficult. I think I have to actually adopt him, even if me and Lon are married, I have to adopt him, and there's going to be a whole long process with the embassies and stuff with that too. So it's like a lot of work, and so I'm going to have to come back to America and get some of this paperwork taken care of, and get it back here, and then the ball should be really rolling then. But like I said, it's going to be this time next year at least. So anyway, that's the update I have for you today. I will try to start making some more videos. I'll show you the house later. I'll do a house tour. It's kind of hard because I got to have the phone reversed towards me to be able to talk to you, or I can just point it the other way and walk you through the house. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. But anyway, love you all. Peace out. Keep praying for us. We'll keep you in our prayers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe down below. Hit the big red button and check the bell notifications so you get notifications when I upload a video. So anyway, that's it I have for today. Peace out. Love you all.